Welcome to the bright side of aging. My name is Ike Engelbaum. I'm a pharmacist and the publisher of AmericanSeniorGazette.org. It has been wisely said, you cannot help getting older, but you can help getting old. It has also been said that age is a matter of the mind. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. My purpose in doing the show is so that seniors and caregivers can share their ideas and questions on how we can age gracefully and in a vertical position for as long as our good genes will allow. And if we've inherited bad genes, how to outwit them. Our topics include senior housing, financial, legal, safety, travel, health issues, interesting senior events in the community, and most of all, tips on how to put old on hold. If you are 50 and above, one of the biggest decisions aside from your financial situation is where and how you should live. Our professional staff at HOW stands for House Calls on Wheels, is ready to help you if you call 888-489-8980 for a free consultation as to whether you should stay in your current home or renovate it with a customized healthcare suite in your attached garage. Yes, you can have living quarters, healthcare suite in your attached garage, or we can attach it to your home. We can install ramps, walkways, and bathtubs, stair glides, and bring in insurance-covered medical professional medical staff that is covered by your insurance, or affordable non-medical help, or move into a senior apartment. Independent, assisted living center. We can do it all, or just give us a free call. It has been wisely said that in life you feel in one of two ways. You do without thinking, or you think without doing. Please let us help you do what's best for you to do at no charge. Just call 888-489-8980. and let us know what time we can call you or visit with you at no charge. Remember, asking for help is not a weakness, but it's a strength. Please call us at 888-489-8980 and let us help you stay strong and age in dignity. For over 30 years, Cruise Hearing and Service has helped thousands of people improve their hearing and enjoy the sounds of their life again. If you don't hear as well as you like, Cruise Hearing can help you. They have actually hearing aids that the batteries do not need to be recharged. And they also have a caption phone that you can view for free. And also the phone, if you are over 65, is available to you free. So any phone calls you get, you can see captioned if you don't hear that well. Hey, they've got other stuff. If you'd like the free cookbook, call 1-888-489-8980. That's available. You can call Cruise Hearing Direct at 877-456-2789. The number direct is 877-456-2789. And I assume you got those numbers down. I am really impressed with my sponsors, and quite frankly, if you appreciate this show, your solicitation and participation. I learned those two words yesterday, wanted to use it in a sentence. Tell them that you heard about Cruise Hearing. I actually am a client of Felix, who actually is not only an audiologist, but he also teaches at Wayne State University,
really dynamic person. And especially with all that's going on in the world today, and not being able to hear really puts you at a disadvantage. I try to bring sponsors on that can help you in your personal life and also reaching out. And as far as the other aspect of life, as you know, things ain't the same each day as you age. I like to think not of the aging as becoming old, but instead of saging, so adjusting. I'm hoping to try to bring to your attention how you can really live every day of your life in as favorable way as is possible. And I'm also very sensitive about trying to be of help. One of the advantages as we age is that we've met so many more people. And as a result, we can work as a team. And I am always reminded about the word team, and that is together everyone achieves more. And I'm hoping that I can initiate ideas of how we can become a team. As the regular listeners may know, I'm very active with the American Senior Gazette newspaper since we publish it. And it's always available to you for free in most libraries. And if you'd like a copy mailed out to you for free, give me a call at 888-489-8980. All we ask is to cover the mailing costs of it, as the postage has gone up. So call us, and that's a free call, 888-489-8980. I'm looking forward to an interview with Karen Ewing, who is a board member of Hope Against Trafficking. For those of you who are concerned about the border and all, it's amazing. We not only have that concern, but we've got some really monster-type people who still practice the age of slavery. And it's sad, you would think at this time in our civilization, 2025, that we wouldn't be talking about slavery. But Hope Against Trafficking is a nonprofit organization dedicated to empowering survivors of human trafficking through sustainable housing, transformative programming, social enterprise, and education. And Hope and its board have been instrumental in ensuring survivors to receive the long-term support needed to heal and rebuild their lives. This organization is expanding its impact by creating more capacity to help survivors heal from the trauma in safe and supportive environments. Hope is enhancing survivor-centered programming by integrating trauma-informed care, workforce development, and faith-based restoration, in addition to educational initiatives that equip survivors with financial literacy, life skills, and career training, setting them on a path toward independence. Hope has actually a survivor-run social enterprise, creating employment pathways and financial empowerment. The survivors create handcrafted artisan soaps and lotions. The goal is to help every survivor move forward with the opportunity to reclaim their future with strength and dignity. And Hope Against Traffic's mission is to create a safe place with a restorative programming for survivors. Hope understands that the needs of trafficking survivors struggling with trauma and is passionate about the need for a community to prevent trafficking. Hope is expanding, but Michigan has only one bed for every 100 survivors. If you or someone you know has been trafficked and needs support, please complete the residential intake form, which is available at hopeagainsttrafficking.org. That's hopeagainsttrafficking.org, or call us at 888-489-8980. And I'm hoping that Karen is going to be calling in so we can discuss in more detail about Hope Against Trafficking. And as far as the conversation goes, I'm hoping that it motivates you to become a volunteer. While we're waiting, I'm hoping that when Karen does call in, that we have the 5 points that I just discussed as far as the program's mission is concerned. Number 1 is empowering survivors through entrepreneurship.
Hello?
Hello there. Is Karen there?
Yes,
Karen is here. You're on. All right, Karen. Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm glad we made connection. I was just talking about the mission of Hope Against Trafficking and getting the material before you came on the air, which was really very interesting. They highlighted that Hope Against Trafficking, his mission, can be really highlighted by 5 different points. And the first one I was just beginning to describe. Can you, first of all, before we go into that, give us a little background, your personal background, what prompted you, encouraged you to become part of Hope?
Okay, thank you again so much for having me. And actually, I was on the call listening to you going through it, so I apologize for not saying I'm here. But my name is Karen.
It always pays to say I'm here when you're there. Or you're Go ahead.
Yes. But I am born and raised in Detroit. I am a retired registered nurse from Henry Ford Health System. I've been a part of Hope Against Trafficking for a year, and I tell you, it is a passion of mine. I am able to work alongside others who are committed to this call, and I really believe that this is where I'm supposed to be at this stage in my life, to help eradicate human trafficking and be a part of such a wonderful organization to help survivors.
You know, you probably may not know, I am a pharmacist. So as a result, I've had the privilege of working with nurses through my professional career. And I cannot stress how valuable nurses are in the whole spectrum of healthcare. I often joked about it that we always look upon the doctor as the key figure, and I certainly admire doctors. Most of them that I've known over the years are spectacular people, but in all due respect, they are trained to evaluate and diagnose. once they've identified a problem, it's you people that are nurses that actually do what has to be done. And maybe this may sound negative, but I mean it in a very positive way. We always joke about walking the talk. Nurses really talk the walk.
Yes.
And as a pharmacist, I'm proud over the years to have been able to contribute to that. And I think that's actually a mission, and I hate to put you on the spot, and we can talk about it maybe later on after the air. I would think any retired healthcare professional would be an ideal team member to go against this horrible situation.
Yes.
And I thought it would be helpful if we actually identified the various targets that we're shooting for. Tell us about empowering survivors through entrepreneurship. Do you have any insight on that?
Yes, I do. One of the things that we want to remember is that many survivors of human trafficking struggle with employment due to gaps in their work history, the trauma that they have experienced, and also lack of opportunity. So at Hope Against Trafficking, we equip survivors with job skills, business training, helping them to rebuild their lives through entrepreneurship. And as you had mentioned earlier, our social enterprise is where they get an opportunity to create soaps and lotions, and it opens up an avenue to help them with financial independence and also to give them confidence.
And that's really a mission that no matter whether you're involved with human trafficking or not, one of the messages that I'm proud to be associated with is in actually biblical philosophy. Maimonides was one of the real mentors of being a help to humanity. And one of his sayings was, the greatest deed one can accomplish in life is to help make another individual help become self-sufficient. And you are really blessed to be part of such an organization through Hope Against Trafficking. What about number 2, the role of membership across generations? Do you want to address that?
Yes, the role of mentorship. Mentorship is such an important topic. My church just did a meeting with youth talking about mentorship across generations. And it's important that older adults, we have a lot of wealth of knowledge and expertise that can be life-changing for our survivors, whether it's through mentoring them in business, financial literacy, or even just personal development. Retirees and experienced professionals can guide survivors towards stability and self-sufficiency. So with me getting older, I don't see myself as slowing down. I feel that aging is not about slowing down. It's about making an impact. And older adults can also provide meaningful coaching to the survivors who need to build their self-esteem, encouraged to move on from their trauma. Many older people can draw on their own experience to share how we ourselves have overcome difficult circumstances. So our role of mentorship across generation is vital.
Well, you brought out a thought that I've expressed over the years, and that is that many times people that are, I hate to use the word old, I say are seasoned, they have an advantage because they've already been through many seasons.
Yes,
And there's so many really good people out there that can share the problems they may have had and how they overcame them. And there's an old philosophy about the aspect of how you learn from mistakes. You really learn very little from the successes. So as a result, the seniors, so to speak, they can share what they tried, didn't work. Why should you make the same mistake? And, in the third aspect, creating purpose in later years, I read into it a little bit more than actually just volunteering. And that is, there are so many seniors that are lonely and they're looking for something to do that can be productive, that they can feel good about. Is that what you would say about creating purpose in later years?
Absolutely. And believe it or not, every stage in our lives, there is a particular theme that we long from within. And when we get to the age of seniors, as you say, seasoned, we seek for meaningful ways to give back. And serving on the board of Hope Against Trafficking, it can give retirees a sense of purpose and a leading role in our community. It helps to create engagement in later years to enhance well-being. It helps the survivors in healing, and it's also rewarding to be able to stay active in the community. So it goes deep as being in our later years, as you say, being able to participate and provide and use our expertise and our unique lives, because we all come from all walks of life. It helps to tie in. It aids in networking, finance, fundraising, and advocacy efforts. So Hope needs professionals, as I stated earlier, of all walks of life who can contribute to our cause. And we're rehabilitating older homes in Pontiac to create beautiful and safe homes for our survivors. So we need financial pros. We need those that can teach, and then also could draw on we can draw on pretty much any background to help our survivors to thrive in life.
Right. Well, I think also the lifelong friendships are also created because of the camaraderie and the mission that they have. We only have a few minutes left, and I wanted to make sure that we highlighted how you building the business that changes lives. Can you address that as far as the entrepreneurship aspect of it?
Yes. The entrepreneur aspect of our program is, again, to be able to empower our survivors to learn how to run small business, how to market. So our social enterprise, it is a business that exists primarily to solve a social or environmental problem while still making money. As it profits, when we get the profits, it's also reinvested back into the mission.
Right. No, and I am a proud sponsor of SCORE, which is actually devoted of finding retired executives to help people get started, and we should coordinate our efforts. And I want to make sure that listeners, rather than just listening, we have about a minute left, how can listeners take action?
Okay. Our listeners can take action by, one, if you see something, say something. So you can report to the Human Trafficking Hotline, and the number is 373-7888. So they can call the hotline. I call the 3 T's. You can give your time, you can give your talent, and also you can give your treasure. So we look for contributions where it will help to increase our awareness to the community at large. And it also will bring back hope to our survivors and allow them to continue to move to a sustainable life and taking care of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So we need them to, check us out.
Well, if it's a real immediate emergency, of course, they should call 911. And as far as on a ongoing basis, the website Human Hope Against Trafficking.org is a log on. And of course, you can call our toll-free number 888-489-8980. It's been a delight to have you on the air, Karen, and look forward to many more visits together. Right now, we'll take a 1-minute break, and we'll be right back to wrap it up. So don't go away.
When it's time to move, don't trust all your memories and most prized possessions to just some guys with a truck. Get personalized first-class treatment from bonded and experienced moving professionals. If you're confused about all the details involved in moving from one household to another, call 1-888-489-8980. Is always the concern of who should I call about the utilities? How shall I handle my household appliances? What should I do about my pets? What do I need to handle in advance of the move? For a free brochure titled Practical Hints to Make Moving Day Easier, call Aberdeen Van Lines at 1-888-489-8980. We can even help you in selling your home or any furniture that you may no longer wish for your next move. Let Aberdeen help make your move a dream. So call 1-888-489-8980 now.
And I want you to hang on to that number, as I mentioned, for not only Hope Against Trafficking, but also if you're a senior and you wish a call on a daily basis. I've been actively involved in contacting seniors who just want to help other seniors. Best description would be seniors helping other seniors. If you want to be a volunteer and call people that are in need of help and don't know who to contact, by all means, keep us in mind at 888-489-8980. I can't stress the importance of getting out and letting people that are in need know that you're available. If you are open to starting a project that I like to call Faith in Action, I'm working with different churches that where the congregation members help one another. And we can help you implementing that where your fellow members of the congregation that you may not even know of their talents can help you out. There's so many wonderful things that we can do for one another, and each person, the one receiving and the one giving, benefits and becomes an even better person. I'd like to share a couple of other thoughts in regards to what's going on in the senior community, but not today because we've run out of time, and I like to leave with a remark that over the years that I've developed that touches a lot of people, and that's a philosophy about life, and that is, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift, and that's why we call it the present. Please enjoy your present by looking and living life with the bright side of aging.
Welcome to the Entrepreneurs Network radio show. Our mission is to interview successful entrepreneurs who are willing to share with us their ideas and experiences, both the successes and the failures. Because as it has been jokingly said, you should learn from the mistakes of others because you'll never live long enough to make them all yourself. My name is Ike Engelbaum, and I'm the founder of the Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan, which is a group of motivated people that are all interested in helping each other in achieving our personal and professional goals. Please check out our website, EntrepreneursNetworkofMichigan.com, for meeting schedule as well as self-improvement material. Our philosophy is that if it's to be, it's up to me. If you are 50 and above, one of the biggest decisions aside from your financial situation is where and how you should live. Our professional staff at HOW, stands for House Calls on Wheels, is ready to help you if you call 888-489-8980 for a free consultation as to whether you should stay in your current home or renovate it with a customized healthcare suite in your attached garage. Yes, you can have living quarters healthcare suite in your attached garage, or we can attach it to your home. We can install ramps, walkways, and bathtubs, stair glides, and bring in insurance-covered professional medical staff that is covered by your insurance, or affordable non-medical help, or move into a senior apartment, independent, assisted living center. We can do it all, or just give us a free call. It has been wisely said that in life you feel in one of two ways. You do without thinking, or you think without doing. Please let us help you do what's best for you to do at no charge. Just call 888-489-8980 and let us know what time we can call you or visit with you at no charge. Remember, asking for help is not a weakness, but it's a strength. Please call us at 888-489-8980 and let us help you stay strong and age in dignity. For over 30 years, Cruz Hearing and Service has helped thousands of people improve their hearing and enjoy the sounds of their life again. If you don't hear as well as you like, Cruz Hearing can help you. They have actually hearing aids that the batteries do not need to be recharged. And they also have a caption phone that you can view for free. And also the phone, if you are over 65, is available to you free. So any phone calls you get, you can see captioned if you don't hear that well. Hey, they've got other stuff. If you'd like the free cookbook, call 1-888-489-8980. That's available. You can call Cruz Hearing Direct at 877-456-2789. The number direct is 877-456-2789.
And I want you to right now write down the last, I hate to say last Tuesday, actually it's the fourth Tuesday in April, which is April the 29th. Why, Ike, do you want to write down April 29th? Well, I'm proud to announce, because I have partnered with the Lakes Area Chamber of Commerce, which, unlike most chambers, and they're all terrific in their own way, the Lakes Area Chamber has combined 4 different communities. As a result, the membership is fantastic, and so are the people. And they've got a terrific staff that really is out to help you as an entrepreneur. You can come to a few of the meetings for free, and if you decide to become a member, it's going to be the best investment you could possibly make. Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan is hosting our next meeting on the fourth Tuesday in April, which is April the 29th from 11:30 to 1. We're going to have a light lunch of pizza and sandwiches, and we'll have a door prize drawing that you can have the opportunity to get yourself on the air, not only on our station here, but on several other stations. All you got to do is show up. As they say in entrepreneurship, 98% of success is just showing up. I am proud to be the founder of the group, which now, believe it or not, you're going to have to believe it because it's the truth. We've been meeting now close to half a century. Yes, time flies when you're having fun and making connections. Maybe that's why there are so many flies. Anyway, we now have over 20,000 contacts of people that are of the entrepreneurial spirit. And we'd love to have you join us in that spirit. And it's non-alcoholic, too. Call us anytime at 888-489-8980. If you keep thinking, I'm an entrepreneur, and it's one thing to say it, it's another thing to do it. We are working with the Small Business Administration, Senior Corps retired executives. These are top-notch people that have been in business, and because they still love business, but are sort of, rather than saying retired, they're refired, it's free mentorship. And because of their connections, if you don't have quite enough money to get started, there's financial strategies you can use. If you are considering becoming an entrepreneur and say, I've had enough of this being an employee and just have a job. By the way, the word job has been broken down to just over broke. So, not to belittle having a job, it's vital. You have to have a source of income. So what many entrepreneurs have done, unless you win the lottery, what you do is you develop what's now called a side hustle, okay? And what is a side hustle? It means you keep your current job, and then in the time that you're not on the official time clock, you develop your own business. Then the big problem comes up, and I've run into that more times than I can keep track of. A lot of people don't really know what they want as a career. We can help you to a certain extent of doing that. So how do you decide when you really don't know what you want and figure out a way that you can leave your job and make enough money that you will not only have for survival, but to thrive? Well, one of the suggestions is why not write down what you do not want to do. Number 2, find out what gives you joy in life. And is there a way of what you do that really you look forward to doing, and turn that around and find out a way that you can be paid for it. One of the joys of entrepreneurship is that it's not something that you have to do because of just income. It's because you want to do. There's a huge difference between resenting doing what you have and feeling like you're enslaved to doing this And I've seen so many unhappy people who are working because they're afraid to take a chance on doing something on their own. We don't suggest you drop everything you do. Hang on to what you do, but let us help you and guide you in your idea process. So once you've decided which career path you want to go to, and by the way, as I like to spout off my toll-free number, 888-489-8980. We do have a website that's under construction, ENOM, which stands for Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan.com. It's not as complete as I'd like it to be, but we are so addicted now to technology that I use that as a safety net. But nothing beats the human voice, the human connection. We can help you make that connection. So assuming we've decided that you know which career path you want to go to, we can do a free assessment of whether it makes sense for you. Number one question that we'd ask you is, who is your audience that you'll market your product to? So many people say, hey, I got this great idea, and then you ask them who is going to be interested, and they shrug their shoulders. Well, you have to know how big that market is. And now this is where technology comes in. You Google whoever's in that type of career that you're looking for and find out who is the biggest. What are they doing? And generally it stimulates your brain cells to saying, hey, I never thought of that. But even more important, it brings out what they may not be doing that you could do. You know, you don't have to start something that's never been done before. A lot of people get discouraged when you come up with a good idea and a friend of theirs says, oh, someone's already doing that. Suddenly, you get turned off. Oh, you mean someone's already thought of that? So what? They may do it in their way, but you probably may see a weakness. It's called a SWOT test. You actually end up in a situation where you identify a weakness, just like a boxer. In a way, life is a fight, as they say. Truth of it is that a boxer identifies where his opponent's weakness is, and that's where he targets it. You can use that concept even in tennis. I used to play almost every day, and I was what's called a finesse player. I identified where my opponent's weakness was. It was the backhand, or possibly was not able to move that quickly. I purposely placed the ball to create a challenge for them. And believe it or not, you have to believe it, it's the truth. I won quite a few tournaments that way. So likewise in business, do the same thing. Then you want to decide how big is that market. Hey, and you know what the most important part is? Is that can you make a profit that's going to satisfy what your goals are? It's one thing to try to find a paycheck that covers your immediate expenses, but people that enjoy life not only worry about being able to cover their expenses, but how can I put something aside for my children or my grandkids, or that I can retire and not have to work at all. And there's nothing wrong, even when you're retired, to reconsider, and we call it encore entrepreneurship. And I'm very much in favor of joining up with organizations that actually look forward to people that they can help through the experiences they've had, and it may apply to you. If you're interested in joining up with SCORE, which is a senior corps of retired executives, and you feel you've got knowledge that you could help other people, it's bigger than just getting money, because if you're volunteering, obviously, you're not looking for a paycheck, but the wonderful feeling of knowing that you've made another person's life easier. And once you decide where your market is, who are the decision makers that we can write you a check? Who are the buyers? There's an old adage in sales that don't spend your time talking to people that would say no, but do not have the authority to say yes. And that takes talent, and we can help you in that area. Then another big area, aside from the basic costs of getting started, is that you should think through marketing. Now, our Entrepreneurs Network can help you in developing a marketing plan. And with participation from SCORE, guess what? There's no charge to you. We can help you write a plan for marketing on how to be more successful. And then, of course, the key is, once you identified your customer base, who is the ideal customer? Now, with technology, you can take almost any field that's out there, and by logging on and Googling, you can figure out who the decision makers are and who you should be spending your time with. I'd like to share a couple of other thoughts with you, but I want to make sure that I have the opportunity for you to meet a digital marketing guru who's on the line with me, and he's one of our best contributors to the Entrepreneurs Network in terms of actually not only doing digital marketing, but as they say, he is a creative entrepreneur who has embraced the digital age and new technology. And he's been doing that, believe it or not, since last century. He's a photographer, he's a blogger, he's a podcaster, and he's a heck of a great guy, and actually has adopted what you hear about almost every day, and that's artificial intelligence. And unlike being artificial, Rosh is the real thing. Is that right, Rosh? Are you the real thing?
I like to think so, Ike. I like to think so.
Well, I know you are, and that's why I really respect all the knowledge that you have. And we keep hearing about artificial intelligence, and then now I heard there's an artificial intelligence agent. What is that?
Yes. So an AI agent is, well, you may have heard of agentic AI, maybe not, but really it's going down a road where the AIs can just do the work without much human interaction. You tell the AI what to do, and it goes and does it, and it figures out how to do it. And so there are AI agents that are coming out now that are becoming more accessible, where you can say, hey, go do this task for me online. And it'll go do it and report back to you, or figure out how to do this, or write a report about this and then, take some action steps for me. Things like that. I mean, there are so many things that they can do. They can do work on the web as well as from your computer.
Now, you assist people that, understand the concept. Can you help them implement because doing what you just described.
Sure. Because there are different types of agents out there, and some are better at certain things as well as others. I mean, eventually we'll all just kind of interact with an agent, and the agent will know what other AIs to interact with to get the job done. For example, if you wanted to take a trip to Europe, there may be a specific AI that's really good at finding flights and hotels in Europe, and that agent would interact with that other one, which is not as friendly, just does its job and comes back to you with the information. So that could be the same in business, and so we will support businesses to help figure out what type of agents or what type of AI is best for them.
Now, if someone wants to get a hold of you, what's the best way to do that?
You can email me, Rosh at rosh.media, or you can call 248-733-5525, 248-733-5525.
I still like that phone number business. That's why I give out my number so frequently, because I've been able to make friends just by the sound of their voice and their way they express themselves, so much more than just plugging in a name and contact information. And I purposely give out our toll-free number, 888-489-8980, so often. Now, you also are a photographer besides getting involved with digital marketing. Are you still dabbling in that arena as well?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't do as much as I used to. I mostly do commercial advertising photography for agencies. I don't do as much. I have a few legacy clients here and there, but advertising, marketing, and sometimes my projects require photography, so I'll get involved with photography for the.
This may be way out, but is there something that you've benefited in being a photographer? Obviously, you have to be knowledgeable and the right background, and also as far as if you're doing outdoor shoots or even indoor shoots, as to lighting and all. Have you found that beneficial in your digital marketing efforts? Have you learned lessons from photography that's appropriate for digital marketing?
Course. Yeah, it could be related to composition, understanding impact of imagery, what is a good image for marketing, for telling a story. My background is in photojournalism, and I spent 25 years photographing presidents, movie stars, and the little old lady handing over the check at the library. I mean, everything, in sports and all that. And so that helps me tell stories. And being able to tell a story well is very...
We may have lost the connection.
Oh, there you are. I'm with you.
You're there. Okay, good. Well, with artificial intelligence, they should reconnect us.
Yeah, you may have lost me for a sec there. Sorry, as I was finishing up. I'll just repeat the last part of what I said, just in case. And all I said was really that photography's helped me understand through the years how to tell a story well, and that's very easily applied to marketing.
Now, if someone is interested in being involved with artificial intelligence, is there a how-to on Google? Say, hey, I want to do AI. What do I do? Or does Rosh Sillars do that? Can you get?
Well, some people you can go to the AIs, Gemini or ChatGPT or Claude. All of them will help you, work with them, and that's the nice thing about AI. Sometimes people are more comfortable with another person to guide them who's been working with AI for years, like I have, because really it is about the questions you ask and the follow-up and learning how to ask good questions, just like any kind of a relationship, knowing their strengths and their weaknesses and how different people respond differently, and so do AIs. And so understanding that, sometimes it's helpful to have somebody at least guide you through the beginning steps. But it's not necessary if you really want to just dig in and start asking questions with the AIs.
I'm just wondering if we keep bringing up that acronym SWOT: strength, weakness, action, time sensitive. Is it way out in left field that if you want to do a SWOT test on a competitor, would that AI help you in identifying what your opponent's weaknesses may be?
Tremendously. Absolutely. I think not only that, you can, after you use an AI for a while, you can ask the AI what it knows about you and what it thinks your strengths and weaknesses are too. But they do have access to the internet, and you can say, here are the competitors, what are, create a SWOT analysis based on these competitors or this industry, or here's an idea. Is there a place in the market for it? All that stuff can be asked from even a research AI agent that there are a number of them out there that just do deep research and will come back with a full report for you. Just give it the guidance. And quite often these research AIs you'll put in your initial request, and then it'll come back with a couple follow-up questions to get more clarity. And then maybe in about 5, 10, sometimes 20 minutes, come back with a full report for you to really dive into.
So actually, the old adage that I refer to as one of my ichisms is that the next best thing to knowing the right answer is to know the right question. Is that applicable with AI as to guiding you? What are the questions I should ask?
Yeah. No, you can even ask the AI, what questions should I ask you? Or what are the best questions to ask you about this? Or just brainstorm. That's very, very helpful just to get you started, just to kind of warm up in a sense, relationship with this new computer technology that may be brand new to you,
I mean, it is absolutely incredible. I know this is almost an impossible question to answer, but do you fear AI?
There are reasons to fear if it is not handled properly. We've already seen some negative effects of bad programming where AIs went awry, and they do respond very much like humans. And if you admonish them too much, they will start to kind of hide things from you and not tell you the things that may displease you. And even they've been known to cheat, like in games like chess. So it will happen. So we have to be careful. I mean, it's a real,
that's
nothing to ignore.
That's the message for today, folks. Be careful. I have to run now because we run out of time. And it's been a delight, Rosh. We'll have you on the next visit. Right now, I want to leave with my favorite thought, which is if you really want to get anything done in life, you'll find a way. And if you don't, you'll find an excuse. And there is no excuse for not achieving your dreams and goals in America, because it is the greatest country in the whole world. Remember, a goal is just a dream with a deadline.